Imagine this. It's midnight, 26 January 1950. The Constitution of India has just come into force. A promise is made to every citizen, the promise of liberty, equality, and dignity. These promises are not just words, they are the fundamental rights that shape the heartbeat of our democracy. And for you, the UPSC aspirant, understanding them isn't optional, it's essential. Fundamental rights, six golden shields for every citizen. They are enforceable by law, meaning if they are violated, you can knock on the doors of the Supreme Court or High Courts. And here's a trick to remember them. FREDER, F for freedom, R for religious freedom, E for exploitation protection, D for equality, E for educational and cultural rights, R for remedies. Prelim questions on screen. Which of the following rights are available to both citizens and foreigners? A. Article 15, B. Article 19, C. Article 21, D. Article 16, and you know the answer? C. Article 21. They are justiciable but not absolute. Some apply to everyone, like the right to life. Some only to citizens, like freedom of speech. And yes, during an emergency, most can be suspended. But remember, Articles 20 and 21 stand tall even in crisis. When the Constitution says state in fundamental rights, it's not just about the central government. It includes state governments, legislatures, and even authorities like municipalities. Why? Because rights must be protected from all arms of the state. Article 13 acts like a security guard. Any law violating fundamental rights, it's out. This is how judicial review was born in India. Mains question on screen. Discuss how Article 13 strengthens the doctrine of judicial review in India. Equality before law. Everyone is equal in the eyes of the law. Equal protection of laws. People in similar situations get the same treatment. This is rule of law in action. But with some exceptions, special provisions for women, children, and weaker sections are allowed. No discrimination based on religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, but affirmative action is allowed, like reservations in education. The 93rd Amendment gave OBCs a place in private unaided institutions. The 103rd Amendment carved out 10% for EWS. Prelim questions on screen. Which amendment introduced 10% reservation for EWS? A. 97th, B. 100th, C. 103rd, D. 108th. And the right answer is C. 103rd. Article 16 ensures equal opportunity in government jobs. The Mandal Commission in 1979 recommended 27% reservation for OBCs. In 1992, the Supreme Court upheld it but capped reservations at 50% and introduced the creamy layer concept. In 2019, EWS reservations entered the scene. Untouchability gone. Titles like Sir or Raja banned, except academic and military honors. The Constitution made sure dignity is not for sale. Six priceless freedoms: speak, assemble, associate, move, reside, and choose your profession. But these are not unlimited. Restrictions exist for security, public order, and morality. Article 20 shields you from retrospective punishment, double jeopardy, and forced self incrimination. Article 21 is vast, from the right to privacy to a clean environment. Article 21A ensures free education for children 6 to 14, and Article 22 guards against illegal arrest, even covering preventive detention. Main questions on screen. Right to life under Article 21 has evolved beyond mere animal existence. Discuss with case laws. No human trafficking, no forced labor, no children under 14 in hazardous jobs. Simple and absolute. Fundamental rights are the moral compass of our nation and a favorite UPSC hotspot. Remember the articles, amendments, and landmark cases. For prelims, focus on facts. For mains, focus on analysis. Because in UPSC, rights are not just memorized, they are understood. Like, share, and subscribe for more UPSC wisdom. And remember, empowered learners make empowered citizens.